Hello and welcome to another edition of the Sales Success Series. Today we have the opportunity to hear from Chris Lowry. Chris joins us from the Louisville, Kentucky area, which is part of the Brian Nicholson area, part of the Vukas region. Chris has only been with us for 1.5 years, and I got a chance to talk with Brian Nicholson about some of Chris's accomplishments, and he said, you know, initially when he joined us, it took a little while to get his footing together, but once he picked it up, he got himself to premium tier and has remained in premium tier since that time. In his short period here, he's been promoted to an account executive where he gets to work with a lot of our existing clients as well now. One of the main things is Chris today holds one of the top spots on the PRR for the Vukas region for next year's President's Club. And I have to say, one thing that both his manager, Cliff Beach, and Brian shared with me about Chris is that he is the most teachable person and is just a pleasure to work with. And I'll tell you, my short experience working with him on the phone, I have found the guy to be a pleasure to work with and actually an inspiration for me. Today is the day.
Hey everybody, my name's Chris Lowry. I am out of the Louisville, Kentucky market. I wanted to start off by kind of giving you guys an idea of what's been going on with me over the past couple years. So 2 years ago, I graduated from Murray State University with a degree in marketing. 6 months later, I interviewed with Haibu, with Cliff Beach, my manager, who is awesome, by the way. And he asked me during the interview process, you know, like, what are some of my goals? So I had an extensive list of goals. I wanted to buy my long-term girlfriend a ring. I wanted to ask her to marry me. I wanted to buy a new car. I wanted to buy a new house. So over the past year and a half, I have been able to accomplish all of those things. I've got the ring paid off. I've almost got my car paid off. We closed on a new house last week. So really, I just feel incredibly blessed to be where I'm at now and to have this opportunity. And I really think it comes from, my success in this position comes from a few key factors, right? So follow up is one. When you go in and you talk to a gatekeeper and they tell you, hey, the doctor's out sick or the doctor's on vacation, when you come back in, hey, ask them, hey, how was the beach? Are you feeling better? Pull something out of it. Each time you go in and you talk to them, pull something back out of it, whether it's a name, a time, an email address, anything you can, and make notes of it and stay on top of it. So a Haibu statistic tells us that it takes us 8 to 10 visits or phone calls before we get an appointment. But a nationwide sales statistic that I read recently says that most outside reps give up after 1 or 2. That doesn't add up to me. Why wouldn't we at least play the odds to make sure we're getting those appointments, right? It really goes a long way. Stay in front of them. Follow up with them with emails, calls. Let them see your face and hear your voice prior to the presentation. That's going to gain credibility. That's going to help you gain trust prior to the sale, which will help you close in the long run. So follow up is definitely key. Another thing I really like is momentum. So if I have a day where I'll make a couple big webinar sales in one day, I don't like to go home after that. I like to use that momentum and get out and swing 4 or 5 more doors, because your passion, your excitement about those other sales, it bleeds through in how you carry yourself, how you speak to them, and they see that. They actually see that you're excited, you're passionate about what you do, and it makes them want to buy from someone who is passionate about what they do for a living. Follow-up's key, momentum is key, and try to find something to relate. The conversation doesn't always have to be about marketing. I've got an example, so a chiropractor of mine, it took a lot of follow-up before I actually got the appointment. But in and out of his office, I saw a display case, and he had arrowheads and fossils and stuff in it. Nothing to do with chiropractic at all, but I could tell it was something he was interested in. So when I finally got the appointment, I brought my 4 or 5 arrowheads I found when I was a kid with my granddad, and before that we even talked about marketing, I laid them out across his desk, you know, like, check these out. He grinned real big, said, you playing to what I like, huh? And I just smiled. He said, that's okay, I love it. Well, he ended up buying from me that day. So yeah, anyway, I appreciate the time. Follow up, momentum, take notes, stay in front of them. Thanks, guys.